Oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show.
Oh! Sorry. Bit of an overreaction.
Oh, God! Well, you're doubling up because you're connected. God.
There, cleaned up my room. Anyway, hello everyone. Welcome, Overreaction Week NFL. Trying to talk about everything that happened in week one, comprised into this little bit of stuff. Probably finished off with, probably some Justin Jefferson love, most likely.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that we're gonna start off with some maybe some quotes, maybe some comments, and then some of them might not even be overreactions too. Like it could be overreactions to some people, but not overreactions to us.
Right.
So.
Yeah. So first was the Bills-Rams.
Bills-Rams. Okay.
Matt Stafford had one good year. It was a fluke quarterback
Correct.
won the Super Bowl.
Yep.
There's been they've happened before. Bad quarterbacks won the Super Bowl before. Rams are done. They spent too much money on premier players. Aaron Donald's over the hill. Jalen Ramsey.
Von Miller was an overpay. He obviously way past his prime, right? He did nothing to help the Bills win.
Yep.
2 sacks, not great. Four pressures, not great. So
Josh Allen's skyrocketed to the best quarterback in the NFL.
Yep. Yeah.
Stephon Diggs is back. Yeah. So
Jalen Ramsey's the best corner in the league.
No, he sucked that game. So no, he's bad now. He's bad. His style of corner no longer works in the NFL. Rams are done. 0-17.
Yeah.
Bills undefeated, probably 20-0. Eagles, Lions. Eagles beat the Lions. I don't know how. I think the Lions should have won. Just going to be honest there.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts,
AJ Brown living up to his the hype.
Yeah, AJ Brown, great, clear number one receiver, probably the best receiver in the NFL at this point. Yeah, the Eagles, all the hype before the season started, the Super Bowl odds changing, all for sure real. They should be the Super Bowl favorites now. Lions, typical Lions, going 0-17 again. Yeah, they can't win. As long as Jared Goff is quarterback, they'll never win another game.
Exactly.
The Eagles are never going to pass the ball. They're going back to before the passing was invented. They're just going to run triple option, and they're going to be the first NFL team in triple option to win the Super Bowl because they're probably going 20-0. Bears, Niners. Trey Lance is a bust.
That's not even an overreaction.
Trey Lance is a bust. Justin Fields still
also
doesn't understand football.
I got into an argument with some guy on Twitter talking about these young quarterbacks, Trey Lance, Justin Fields, Mac Jones. And I basically just said that they're not the guy yet. They're not that guy yet. And Trey Lance still could be there. Justin Fields still could be there. Mac Jones, I guess, still could be there.
I feel like we've seen Mac Jones' ceiling, but anyway.
Yeah. So yeah, some of these young guys, I don't know, but I do think, and I've thought this since the Niners made the decision to go with Lance instead of Garoppolo, that Garoppolo will win you more games. So I was very, very, I guess, confused, but eventually they had to make the decision to make the switch and suffer the consequences, whatever that be. And if that's losing to the worst team in the NFC North, then so be it. So,
yeah. I think Trey Lance, it's first game, so doesn't look great. I don't think they needs a whole season to see whether or not he's good or not. Most quarterbacks show it right away. So I think if he doesn't show signs of being very good halfway through the season, there's no reason not to put in Jimmy.
Yeah.
You guys made a mistake. You might have traded up way too many picks in a draft where you were going to take either Mac Jones or Trey Lance, and you traded all that. Niners made the biggest worst trade in NFL history to get a quarterback. And the Bears are the worst team you ever want to play in bad weather. They'll win every game.
Yep.
So Bears 20-0, Niners going 0-17. Bengals and Steelers. Steelers won by 3 in overtime. Bengals Super Bowl hangover, clearly going 0-17. I don't think they're winning a game.
Yeah, talk about a fall off for Joe Burrow too.
Absolutely.
Like he can't be considered a top 15, probably even not top 20 QB now. So
right. And that makes that wide receiver core, are they even that great anymore if they don't have a quarterback throwing to them?
No, I wouldn't. Like Jamar Chase had, he's like the fourth highest receiving yards, but garbage time.
Probably fourth lowest this year, including backups.
Yeah.
Their defense, obviously, neither team's defense knows what to do. They can't even win a game in 4 quarters.
Right. Like we said, Trubisky was going to take the starting job and just run with it. So, I mean, no surprise there.
Yeah, no surprise. Trubisky's leading the Steelers to a 20-0 Super Bowl win. Best quarterback they've had in recent franchise history.
I can't think of one.
I can't think of one. I can't think of 2 Steelers quarterbacks in history that would be better than Mitch Trubisky.
I can't think of 2 Steelers quarterbacks.
Yeah, definitely Terry Bradshaw, Ben Roethlisberger. No, their quarterbacks were Jerome Bettis and Troy Polamalu.
Yep.
But anyway, yeah, Bengals 0-17. Steelers 20-0, winning another Super Bowl. I tend to like the Steelers, so I'm cool with that. And Steel Curtain's back. Better than the Steel Curtain. Dolphins.
I hope TJ Watt gets some good news too.
Yeah, I agree. Let's
he's
not have another TJ Watt injury season.
Yeah.
We want to see him play football.
Yeah.
There's the Bengals, the Ravens, and Browns. They're the only teams that don't want to see TJ Watt play football.
Yeah.
Dolphins, Patriots, Mike McDaniel and Kevin O'Connell. We'll get to that too, but both of them best young quarterbacks in NFL history.
For sure.
They're both gonna probably have undefeated coaching careers.
Tua might be the most prolific passer in the league right now as well. I don't think he missed a pass. Definitely not any that were like 10 yards short in the dirt.
None.
Someone was wide open.
No.
Tyreek was wide open. He didn't miss Tyreek at all.
Yeah. Dude, yeah. So yeah, Tua's gonna be the franchise quarterback of the Dolphins. They have the best offense currently on the NFL. They're gonna probably go 20-0 and win a Super Bowl. Yeah, they're just too unstoppable of an offensive attack. 20 points.
Too unstoppable.
Yeah, too unstoppable. That should be his name. Mr. Unstoppable.
Yeah.
Unstoppable. Yeah, that'll be him. Mac Jones, obviously not the answer. Not it. Bill Belichick's way past his coaching prime. Patriots probably going 0-17 at this point.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, so I don't see them. They're going anywhere. If you got fantasy owners or any of these teams we're talking about, or fantasy players, get rid of them. None of them are going to produce another.
Yeah, like drop
point.
Like we'll get to there later, but like Adam Thielen didn't have a great game. Cut him. That's what some people are doing, and they got
probably
the right idea.
Drop Christian Watson.
Yeah.
The Browns and the Panthers.
Should drop Christian Watson. He showed you what you should do with him if you have.
He gave you a visual example. Browns, Panthers. Browns won by 2. Both teams were trash. This was who is the worst, who is the better of these terrible teams. So the Browns proved they are a better, worse team. I think if you switched the quarterbacks, it's the exact same. Browns win 26-24. Like the Browns.
I think so too.
Jacoby Brissett, Baker Mayfield's on that level of quarterback is like Jacoby Brissett, like Case Keenum's. You can maybe catch lightning in a bottle for a season.
There are plenty of good starting quarterbacks, but he would be like the best backup.
He would be Jimmy G. Like these guys, these are top tier backup quarterbacks. If they're your starter, you might even make the Super Bowl. You're not winning.
Yeah.
Unless you're, like the quarterbacks we mentioned, Mitch Trubisky, Justin Fields, Jalen Hurts. Yeah, like these guys are gonna make it. Yeah. Kareem Hunt had a passing touchdown and a receiving touchdown and a rushing touchdown.
He had 2 or something like that. Yeah.
So, all the Nick Chubb people that drafted him early over Kareem Hunt like made it into the next round.
Mistakes drafting. Well, you should have took Kareem Hunt in the first round instead of Nick Chubb.
For those people. So Browns are gonna be 20-0 Super Bowl champs after Deshaun Watson doesn't even play. 20 Panthers unfortunately going 0-17. Christian McCaffrey might be hurt again. Colts Texans tied.
Here's one thing I do have to say. We did a little projection thing about like what should be like the top 5 picks in fantasy football this year, and I was pretty adamant on how some of the drafts were going. It was like J Train number 1, and then Cooper Kupp and JJ. Right, those 3 guys did amazing. Like those 3 guys did amazing.
If you go back and watch that episode, we said that Justin Jefferson would be the number 1 pick.
Yeah. So yeah, J Train, Cooper Kupp, and JJ all did very well.
We both agree that Justin Jefferson would have a better season than Cooper Kupp. Yeah. So far, that's looking like both are going to have great seasons, but Justin Jefferson's getting better somehow. But yeah, Colts Texans, the AFC South, 2 teams played each other, and the division still has no team with a win.
Yeah.
Yeah, that division is absolute garbage.
Yeah,
every year, everybody thinks the
have...
Colts are good every year. Everyone
and Titans and like, Titans.
I'm a victim of that. I always am like, yeah, Colts are going to be good this year. Look at that. And yeah, Colts Texans are better than everybody thinks because Davis Mills is actually like showing he can be coached.
Yeah, after his like 5 interceptions in 2 games, he had a really good stretch.
It's like he learned what to do. He was like, oh, this neck can actually turn.
Got that long neck.
Got that long neck. Yeah, so I think that whole division sucks. If any of those, like when whichever team makes the playoffs from that division is out round 1. Doesn't matter if it's the Titans, the Texans, the Colts, the Jags, whoever it is, they're out round 1. Yeah. Speaking of terrible divisions, the Saints and the Falcons. So both teams, both the Colts and the Texans are going to finish the year 0-17. Saints and the Falcons. Jameis Winston is back. More like 30 touchdowns, 30 interceptions. More like 300 touchdowns, 300 interceptions.
I didn't see anything about that game, to be honest.
Taysom Hill, just probably the greatest running quarterback.
Earning his money.
He's a running back who just people act like he's a quarterback.
Yeah, he's earning his money.
He's earning that money. He's earning that paycheck. I watched an interview with Sean Payton. It was like half an hour with Colin Cowherd. It was pretty good. I recommend if you're a fan of football, it was a pretty good interview. Even if I don't like Sean Payton, I liked it, but that's why the Saints won, is because they were inspired.
Got it.
That's why. And with Jameis Winston, I think they're going to be 20-0 Super Bowl champs.
Sure.
Falcons again can't pull off a close win. Just the consistently, like if you can rely on one team to give you a loss, I'm picking the Falcons.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, I'm picking them over the Jags, the Jets, and the Lions. Like if you're telling me, guarantee me that this team gives you a heartbreaking loss, Falcons.
Yeah, unless it's the Vikings in the playoffs, then I
if
don't
it's
think
any Minnesota team in the playoffs, any sport, just put them in the playoffs and they will disappoint you.
Yeah,
but yeah,
season,
I
mean, we went to the last Vikings game that you and I attended together. We went to Vikings versus Falcons, and we watched Matt Ryan make the worst possible decisions out of any
Julio's
I've
one
ever
touchdown
made.
Was like with 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
and they were down by like 3 touchdowns, something like that. Yeah. We that's that Falcons for you. We get that. We get it. Yeah, we feel your pain. We've seen your pain. I don't know if it's gonna get better, but you guys have been to a Super Bowl more recently than the Vikings, so what can we say? Anyway, yeah. So like we said, Falcons 0-17. Ravens Jets. The Jets are better than everybody thinks. You know what it is? They may have lost, but they kept it within 15.
Right, Flacco. Flacco.
It's Joe Flacco's just too good. Joe Flacco's elite, proving why he's elite. Ravens were Lamar Jackson just threw nonstop. He's probably the best passing quarterback.
Yeah, and that's why he declined the $260 million, half of it guaranteed.
Yeah,
he was like,
you should give him the percentage thing. Give him 40% of the total cap every season.
Give him what his completion percentage is.
There you go. Yep, there you go. That is his percentage. It fluctuates every single game. Whatever his completion percentage, that would truly turn him into a runner.
Yeah.
He'd go
He's
1
not
for
gonna
1,
throw.
and then he's just running the rest of the
Right.
game.
Unless
Oh, my
Mark
knee.
Andrews,
Oh.
is open, it's like
Mark Andrews has at least 2 or less guys on him.
yeah.
He's open. Let's be honest. Patrick Picard has had a pretty good. That team is going to run to it's. If it was the Eagles versus the Ravens in the Super Bowl,
that'd be a good game.
that game is over in 2 hours. The clock's never
clock's going, yeah.
The clock is just Eagles Ravens would just be
unless Jalen Hurts tries to throw it to Devonta Smith, because I think he had like 11 targets or something with no catches.
Yeah, if Jalen Hurts tries to throw it, that's when you should start getting nervous. And then Lamar Jackson proved like when he throws, it's when he runs when you should be scared. Is when he throws is when he's an elite quarterback.
Yeah, it's like the one memes where like the Kyler memes where it's like it's just him chucking it. It's like screw it, DeAndre's down there somewhere.
Right. Well, there's the one I like is the one where Kyler's eyes are closed.
Yeah.
He goes and like closes his eyes right there, and it's like use your arm, like figure it out.
DeAndre's down there somewhere.
Yeah, D-Hop's probably just like fighting down players, like doing the Michael Jordan Space Jam dunk. That's just him. That's why D-Hop's out every like few games, because he's just getting the other Cardinals receivers like I'm open.
Yeah, they got Marquise
There's
Brown.
There's one
now.
Safety on Ertz, and all the other 2 are just completely wide open.
Marquise Brown is like 80 yards down the field, just like come on.
Damn it. But yeah, so Ravens gonna go 20-0. I think they're gonna win the Super Bowl, probably beat the Eagles in the Super Bowl. Jets unfortunately going 0-17 again. And then so now we'll do Jags Commanders, 2 heavy hitters. Probably another Super Bowl matchup potential.
They just let Wentz do their thing too.
I mean, Carson Wentz is back. MVP Wentz is back.
Man, he threw 4 TD passes, 2 ints.
Just another decision. The Colts made another terrible. They went with Matt Ryan over 4 touchdown pass. Carson Wentz.
That's what I'm saying.
Have they seen
do they beat the Texans?
Carson Wentz is?
Do they beat the Texans with Carson Wentz? Knowing the system and everything, I think so too.
Yeah, I do. I think so too.
Matt Ryan was supposed to come in, and they're like, "All right, we got a better passer now. Got a better passer than Carson Wentz." Pittman's going for 14 touchdowns.
Pittman had a good. He had a good game. Good day.
Good guy. Yeah. But it didn't work out because I don't know.
But anyway, the Jaguars showed potential, but they're probably going 0-17. James Robinson showing again that he's probably the most underrated running back in the NFL.
Yeah.
Just that one's not even. We've been doing this whole overreaction thing this whole episode.
Some of the stuff we've said has been like
some of it.
It's your stuff.
You tell us when we're overdoing it and when we're telling the truth. James Robinson, the most underrated running back in the NFL. The Jags look like they're showing that potential, but not quite there yet, which is the definition of what the Jaguars are every single season.
Christian Kirk made his money.
Christian Kirk should have got paid what Devonta Adams got paid. More than that.
Exactly.
Proving it because he's going to lead them to an 0-17 but insane stat season.
Yeah.
Carson Wentz is going to lead the Commanders. Chase Young's probably going to have 38 sacks.
Yeah. That one's not even an overreaction.
So Commanders, 20-0 Super Bowl champs. Worst NFL team to name to ever win a Super Bowl. That'll be this year. Vikings, Packers. Vikings 20-0 going to win the Super Bowl. Again, absolutely. You tell us what's an overreaction versus fact. Vikings.
Here's an overreaction.
Best young quarterback in the NFL.
Justin Jefferson's the best receiver in the league.
Justin Jefferson's the best receiver in NFL history for sure.
Yeah.
No, stop.
Mine wasn't overreaction, you know. That was just the truth.
You stated too easy of a fact. Justin Jefferson's the best in the NFL. It's best NFL history.
The Packers did a really bold strategy of putting absolutely nobody on him, which is really, really something you got to admire.
Jair Alexander hates the coaches.
Yeah.
The coaches hate him.
There was a couple plays where he was man on Justin Jefferson, and it just
He shut down. All three were good stats.
but there was another one where like he was playing man on him, and then it technically went to the safety, but it was Jair playing man on him, and Justin just burned him. So, but
weird. His 4.3 speed is burning people. So Justin Jefferson, too good. Probably too good to play football. Probably shouldn't allow him to play football anymore.
Yeah, I agree. He won. Justin Jefferson won.
Never going to get used ever again, so he's probably never going to break 100-yard rushing for the rest of his career.
What did he have? Like, see, like 21 carries or 87 yards.
Yeah, probably never breaking 100 ever again.
Yeah. I don't see him. I see Madison taking over as the starter. To be honest.
Yep. Well, they just see what Kirk provides. They understand that Kirk Cousins is going to win the MVP. The Vikings have maybe dropped down to 20-1 odds to win the Super Bowl, but Kirk Cousins is now in the top 10 MVP odds. But,
Mac Jones is better.
Mac Jones is clearly better. Jalen Hurts clearly better, especially throwing the football. Kirk Cousins probably going to win MVP, lead the Vikings to a 20-0 Super Bowl. Justin Jefferson will win a Super Bowl MVP.
And he'll win MVP.
He's currently on pace for over 3,000 receiving yards, so he'll probably break 3,000 receiving yards.
God, that'd be insane.
Packers have moved to a run first tee. Aaron Rodgers is done. It's going to be Aaron Jones, AJ Dillon. He's never throwing Christian Watson the ball again. They're going to have to do sweeps if they ever want him to touch the football.
You also if you have Adam Thielen on your fantasy team, you might as well just cut him now because he's not going to get any targets, any yards, any touchdowns.
His touchdowns days are over. He is mentor. He is just a locker room guy now.
Yeah. Yep.
Even the coach after the game mentioned Justin and Irv.
Yeah.
Wow. So, that to me tells me that Irv Smith is going to have over 100 yards next week.
Right. Or Johnny Munt. Johnny Munt had his career high in catches in the first game. He had only 3 receptions last year, and he had 3 in the first game. So
because we know how to use them.
Yeah.
Because we have the best coach in the NFL.
Yeah.
Because we're Vikings fans. I mean, also by the way, Sky Umach, go Gophers.
Yeah.
Gophers are also 2-0. So just throwing that out there.
We're just this is a Karl Anthony Towns thing here. Karl Anthony Towns.
I got a bunch of hats.
Thing there. Karl Anthony Towns is somewhere over. He's over there. He's over there. That's it.
So do you agree? Vikings Super Bowl champs 20-0?
Well, yeah, obviously.
Yeah. They play the Bills in Buffalo. Easy win. Giants Titans. Giants beat Titans by 1. The locker room, probably the best locker room celebration ever for a regular season win.
I don't know, man. The Timberwolves winning the play-in. that's best
NFL regular season locker room celebration. Titans proving that they are just like every other team in the AFC South. To be the best team in that division still means absolutely nothing for how you rank in the AFC. The Titans, Derrick Henry's lost it. He's done. Probably never breaking 100 yards again.
Tannehill is washed.
He's just a wide receiver playing quarterback, man.
Yeah.
Their defense, over. Daniel Jones, Danny Dimes, more like it. Danny Dimes is for how many Super Bowls he's going to end up with when his career is over. Saquon Barkley, probably the best running back. He's back. Proving why he was a first-round pick as a running back.
I also love that. I secretly love that. I'm happy for Saquon.
I'm very happy for Saquon. He was getting trade rumors like this is when you move on from.
But here's the thing. Like the Chiefs were linked to him, and I was like, "Don't, no,
dude." We both said, "Don't let the Chiefs get him," because they were going to give him Clyde Edwards-Helaire first or something.
Yeah. Giving him more firepower.
Imagine Patrick Mahomes, who threw 5 touchdown passes with Saquon Barkley behind him. Like Patrick Mahomes with if Saquon Barkley is standing behind him and they're in shotgun or pistol, Saquon's thighs are visible behind Patrick. And that's what you have, and that's what you have to see. You hear Patrick saying, "You guys are getting married."
Well, you'd think if you're
you have Saquon right behind him.
If you're looking at Patrick Mahomes straight ahead and you see the thighs, you would think Patrick Mahomes is a centaur at that point.
This is another thing that Saquon has horse-like that's behind him as well.
Is it?
Does Patrick has 5 legs? Jesus, it just derailed so quick.
That's how we do. Overreaction.
Giants finally bringing the Super Bowl back to New Jersey, even though New York would celebrate, even though they say they hate the Giants, and then they're not a real New York team, and then New York will win it, and they'll be like New York Giants.
Right.
So yeah, 20-0 Titans 0-17. Time to bring Marcus Mariota back. Chargers, Raiders. Justin Herbert being ranked above Patrick Mahomes before the season proved why. Clearly the best young quarterback in the NFL. Austin Eckler.
We're not going to work.
He got Monstar sucked.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about playoff wins. We're not gonna talk about playoff wins or appearances when talking about Herbert.
It's really just how they look throwing a football.
Yeah, exactly.
And
regular season is the only thing that matters.
That when you look 4 deep on the wide receivers and running backs, you're still waiting to find a guy who wouldn't start on any other team.
Exactly.
Nothing. The fact that they've developed a very good offensive line to protect that quarterback.
Right. Yeah.
Austin Eckler though got Monstar sucked.
Yeah.
Like
yep.
He was less than a yard a carry or something. That was the Chris Hockey curse, unfortunately for him. Our local sports radio picks, they do like a fantasy football competition with each other weekly, and they get one player. Austin Eckler was the first overall pick for this week and was the second lowest scoring player. So, nice. He got the hockey curse. Derek Carr just overrated. The Raiders, too much hype going into the season. 0-17, easy. Devontae Adams is going to put up record numbers. And Derek Carr's on pace for 3 interceptions a game. Can't win turning the ball over.
He's top 10 though.
Hunter Renfrow, punt returner at best.
Yeah.
So
Darren Waller, tight end 15.
Maybe.
Probably.
Maybe. Josh Jacobs, good decision to make it running back by committee there. And then the Chargers defense, their defense is too good.
Yeah, getting Khalil Mack, it's just over.
Yeah.
Right.
Derwin James together had 15 pressure, sacks, or tackles on the quarterback. 15 out of 30.
It's okay.
So
it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. So they're on pace to basically shatter the pressures record as a tandem. Probably going to end up being the best defense in NFL history. So probably 20-0. Chargers win the Super Bowl would be my prediction there.
All
right. We talked about this Chiefs Cardinals. Kyler Murray, he ain't it. He's
he ain't it.
No, he's in that same he ain't it boat. He's just he might be the captain of the boat. He might be that.
He might. Yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah,
that's a good assumption.
Yeah, he's the best one out of all those guys.
Yeah,
but yeah, he's on that he ain't it. Without DeAndre Hopkins, it might be a coaching thing. You can blame it on the coach, but the Cardinals have good offense, good defense, just bad offensive line.
Yeah.
And when your quarterback is 5'6", you need a good offensive line that can.
One card he did. That's hilarious.
Well, I think at this point they should get guys that are 8 feet tall, so we can just look through their legs. I think that'd be a good idea. And then
Skinny tries to run underneath him.
Patrick Mahomes, 5 touchdowns. Best quarterback probably ever.
Yeah, that's
probably one of the best quarterbacks of all times.
Yeah,
probably already top 2 all time, maybe not even number 2.
Yeah.
5 touchdowns is probably how many Super Bowl rings he wins in the next 5 years. It's just getting rid of their star players like Tyron and Tyreek Hill was actually just making room for another set of amazing players. And they're just going to keep producing the exact same because they currently have the best coach in NFL history.
Yeah.
Cardinals, on the other hand, have the worst coach in NFL history. There you go.
Yeah, they just fell off a cliff.
Yeah. They, for some reason, showed they were consistent playoffs, and then they were just trash for a couple seasons. Then everybody's like, oh, Kyler Murray brought us back. And then they're just like, it's like, no, you ain't you're
No.
not it. You ain't it.
You ain't it. He ain't it.
However, the Chiefs, they're it. Patrick Mahomes,
Oh
he's
yeah,
it.
he's it.
Part of the Sean Payton interview that I talked about earlier talks about how the Chiefs brought in Patrick Mahomes for a workout, and they also did like a playbook test for him. And when they left the meeting, Sean Payton called the president or whatever and said, "That's our quarterback. That's who we're taking." And then the Chiefs moved ahead and got him. But that they had full intention to trade up for Patrick Mahomes because they said he was too smart. And Colin Cowherd made a comment about how it's arguable that Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the NFL. And Sean Payton says, no, it's not. He was like, it's not arguable.
No,
It's not. He is the best. It's him and then a big drop until the next guy.
Yeah.
And I agree 100%. Patrick Mahomes he's the quintessential what you want in today's NFL. And he's on a good deal. So Chiefs are going to win every Super Bowl
10-year,
future.
10-year, $500 million. That's going to look like nothing coming up.
Yep, that's gonna.
And it's not his isn't fully guaranteed. So either
by the end of it, he'll have it restructured where there's more guaranteed. But for now, if it stays all the way through, that's going to be one of the best team-friendly deals ever.
That's crazy. I'm expecting Kirk to get something similar, just with more guarantees.
Yeah, I would say Kirk will probably get 10-year, $500 million, 100% guaranteed.
Yeah,
which is probably a similar. Justin Jefferson will get another $500 million for 10 years. Also fully guaranteed.
Justin Jefferson's gonna
Justin Jefferson is going to be the reason why Adam Thielen and Harrison Smith are long veterans that don't get re-signed.
Yeah.
Let's just put that out there now. Everybody pick it or a couple of your favorite veterans.
It's going to be like
keeping Justin Jefferson over those guys.
Yeah, it's going to be like you either take a team-friendly deal or you're gone. That's what it's going to be like. They're going to be like, why? And then they're going to be like that guy right over there that had 3,000 yards and 26 touchdowns. So.
There's like a 1 and an 8. As he's kind of like bouncing and throwing his hands. Like that dude. He just did that up and down the field. One is for each 100 million we're giving him. So that's got to happen. So we got 2 games left. Buccaneers, Cowboys. Also might have been similar to the Giants, or not the Giants, the Bears game. Which team can suck more? Jaguars, Commanders. Which team? Panthers, Browns. Which team sucks a little bit less? The Buccaneers, Cowboys, neither team looked amazing. Leonard Fournette, I'm very happy to see successful. He's back. High school Leonard Fournette is back. So he's probably going to break the rushing record, I think.
Before Dak got hurt, I texted you and said Dak Prescott has 57 yards in the third quarter.
Yeah. So people acting like Dak being hurt changed something. It didn't. Dak wasn't doing anything, just like he hasn't done anything in the past.
I saw a funny thing. It was 3 shapes on like a thing, and it was hexagon, pentagon, octagon, and then it was a picture of the Dallas Cowboys symbol, and it said season gone.
Yeah, Cowboys are done. Probably 0-17. Just let Cooper. Don't go to get Jimmy Garoppolo or anything like that. Don't go get Gardner Minshew. Just run Cooper.
Their best chance is Cooper Rush. Yeah,
run to 0-17. Draft Bryce Young.
They could go 16-1 with Cooper Rush, though.
True. That is the one team I could see breaking the consistency and probably go 16-1 is Cooper Rush. Good point. Tom Brady going to be another undefeated season after he gets divorced. Apparently, he's living separately from his wife now. And the reason he had to leave that 15-day hiatus was to spend time with his family, to prove his family that he still wants to be around them.
I mean, ball is life. Do you blame him?
And Giselle came out saying that she wanted him to retire and that she's upset about it, and that it's up to him, but that basically that if he doesn't retire after this season, that she's going to take the kids. So this is most likely Tom Brady's last season, whether he wants to or not. Otherwise, he's literally choosing football over family. Anyway, Leonard Fournette killed it. Buccaneers defense, Super Bowl bound again, and Buccaneers are probably going 20-0. Tom Brady's going to go out on top, undefeated, getting that undefeated Super Bowl that he's always
wanted. And Julio's also going to get like at least 10-15 touchdowns this year.
Probably 0 touchdowns, but 10-1500 yards. Yeah, absolutely. He's already had more yards in a single game than he ever had in a single game as a Titan. Seahawks Broncos.
That's probably because the quarterbacks are drastically different. One is good and the other's Tom Brady. So
yeah, yep, you got it. Yeah, Tannehill's good because he understands what wide receivers want because he used to be one.
Exactly.
Tom Brady doesn't get it. He wears Uggs. He's just that good as a regular quarterback. Seahawks Broncos, probably the best game to end on here. Seahawks probably going 20-0. Geno Smith coming in, proving why he was such a highly sought after product.
Exactly.
DK Metcalf, while worried that they were all worried that Russell Wilson's gone, their production's going low. That's why he wanted to re-sign a deal. Geno Smith is going to get him paid.
Right.
16 or 17 or something in the first half.
Yeah.
That is elite. This is probably the best quarterback the Seahawks have had in a long time.
I can't think of any in recent memory.
Chris Carson retiring,
Hasselbeck,
good
maybe
for him, but maybe this is what the Seahawks needed. Now they have all these other weapons.
Rashad Penny, like 15 carries, something.
Yeah.
Remember, he had 15 carries, 74 yards. Pretty good.
Broncos are probably going to make terrible decisions for the rest of the season, causing them to go 0-17.
Right.
Yeah, it was very reminiscent of the Super Bowl where the Broncos lost to the Seahawks. It just, felt overwhelmingly dominating of which team had the better quarterback, and that team ended up winning.
Right.
Pete Carroll just showing that he didn't need Russell Wilson. Hackett proving he probably never should have gotten a head coaching job, considering he wouldn't even understand the basic concept of Madden of when to call a timeout.
Yeah.
So Broncos 0-17, Seahawks 20-0 Super Bowl. This week, we got some good games coming up. I don't know when this episode's going to get posted, but tonight, Chargers and Chiefs are playing. I don't want to make any predictions because it's going to come on after the game, but should come out before the Vikings game. Vikings, Eagles, I think Vikings defense has improved so much, and Jalen Hurts can't pass the football.
The pass rush.
Pass rush is going to overwhelm.
The only thing is who's going to spy him. I saw something about people saying they might bring Asamoah in just to spy Hurts because Asamoah is so freaking fast.
Hurts runs more than he throws.
Yeah.
They had 5 guys or 4 different guys running a touchdown.
Yeah.
This game is all about, can your corners play one-on-one and the rest of them stop the run?
Yeah. Lewis Seen making his debut.
Right. Yeah.
Too.
It's going to be Cam Bynum did well.
Yeah, he did. He did do well.
So it's the Vikings proving they got 3 safeties.
Run 3 out. Yeah, run 3 out there. Have Seen just spy Hurts.
We talked about how this isn't really going to be a true 3-4 defense, that they're also going to run the hybrid front where they run either 3 safeties and 4
they got
5 linebacker sets. This is the game where you're going to see a lot of that. Yeah. And Jalen Hurts won't know what to do.
Yeah.
I don't think this is the game that's going to show people what Jalen Hurts does. So if Jalen Hurts makes me crow and this is the game, I will think Jalen Hurts is better than I currently think.
This is the game also where the Vikings can be like, we're a good team. Like I don't think that them after the Packers game necessarily.
We also have a very easy schedule.
Yeah, I don't think that the Packers game necessarily makes me believe we're a good team. It just makes me believe that Kirk Cousins is really good and Justin Jefferson is the greatest. So,
yep. So there you go. There's our overreactions, but you can decide which things were overreactions, which things were spitting facts, which things were very stupid. For me, I don't think we said one thing wrong. We're going to have 16 different Super Bowl champions based on, the 00 and 17. So I guess we'll have 15 different Super Bowl champions. So tell me why you think that's right. Why that all these teams are going 20-0. Why is your favorite team going 20-0? Why do you think Jalen Hurts is a better runner than a thrower and Lamar Jackson can actually throw football? Anyway, you all look great today. GG.
I'll be cruising in my lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, not fucking likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running shit right, see. And I ain't playing games, I create my